This film is brought to you by the Verizon Foundation.
I like big, long classics, you know?
Three friends, all accomplished climbers, set out in the hour before sunrise, high in the Dolomites of Italy.
No sleeping more? No, I don't know why. I slept great the night before.
There's nothing unusual about this day. These climbers are setting out just as climbers always have, friends out for a great day of adventure in the mountains. However, each of these men have suffered a profound physical setback.
If you and me and Hugh were the teamers. Good. I'd be team of Graham.
Imagine losing your legs or your sight. Would you still attempt difficult rock climbs with your friends? Or would you choose safer activities that suited your disability?
I lost my legs to frostbite. I suffered tissue damage from frostbite in 1982 from a mountain climbing accident. It's thin trail, but not as insecure as before. And after my accident, I dreamed of returning to my chosen sport of mountain climbing.
I'm 36. I've been blind for 23 years. I went blind at 13 from a rare eye disease called retinoschisis.
My birth year was in 1966. I was blind from birth. Then I go to school. I visit the normal schools, not the blind schools or so, because my parents want to give me a maximum of normal life.
Hold on 1 second here.
Hugh with both legs amputated, Eric and Andy, completely blind, are here to lead an event called No Barriers, a festival that seeks to improve the quality of disabled people's lives by bringing them together with new techniques and technologies in the outdoors. Today, they are in the mountains above Cortina, Italy, to climb the Cassine route of a rock tower called Tre Cime.
Go west. The big.
This is Regis. Yeah, he's my good side.
No Barriers is really designed for everyone, despite whether they feel they're too slow, too old, too blind, too disabled. It's for really anybody who dreams big and has a sense of their life as a great adventure.
Well, that's the flat part, but what you're going to be looking for are these things, these holes, and then reach up and find another hole like that.
The theme is using technology and the human spirit to create opportunity and access to the outdoors for people with disabilities, people with challenges.
I think I'm mad.
I'm climbing blind. Andy Holzer's belaying me. He's blind. And we're tearing this thing up.
Andy's decided he wants to test my limit.
I want to try that one now.
Incredible. It is.
Why am I involved? Who wouldn't want to be involved? I mean, this is such a cool, it's such a cool event to be part of. So it's cool. It's a celebration of the fact that barriers are in the mind.
That's still trail through here.
Hugh Hare moves well on this terrain, considering he is a double-leg amputee. He is able to provide pointers to his blind companions. Eric and Andy are accomplished mountaineers. Eric has climbed to the top of Mount Everest, and Andy has climbed some of the Dolomites' most classic faces. For the two of them, the climb is not about the view. Neither can see a single hold.
Good.
Is this the ledge you're talking about up here?
Getting close. No problem. Okay, now this is All right. Okay, I'm gonna go up. My feet that are squishy. Okay, and for your left, there's a vertical wall that goes up with some handholds.
I will try it.
I have to change from my walking legs to my climbing legs. And that requires an Allen wrench.
I won't be super blind anymore. I'll just be blind. How sad.
You guys ever been climbing with a gimp? Andy?
What do you mean?
You ever been climbing with a gimp?
What's a gimp?
An amputee?
A man with no legs and a man with no eyes.
No, that's the first time.
Of course. And are you looking forward to it?
I was a park naturalist in Yosemite, California. Got hurt in a climbing accident back in 1982 in the Sierra. We were down climbing. The technical part of the climb was over. Slipped on some scree and was class 3 and rolled off a 100-foot cliff and broke my lower back at T11, T12. Really thought my life was over as far as any kind of adventure type sports. Now you call this the, so it's a Segway.
It's a Segway. Oh, that's pretty close right there. You're sitting up, you're still, you're balanced over the machine. What you want to do now from a sitting position is lean gently towards me, and you're going to start coming forward. Now I'm just going to back up with you.
Okay.
Okay. Now, push yourself back away just a little bit, because you're going to stop. Bring the control to the left, and you're going to make the left around. Then come to the left, keep your weight up over, and it turns within its own radius. Go ahead all the way around. Do a 360 while you're at it. Okay.
I feel like I'm walking again.
Go ahead and turn back all the way back around this way.
I haven't felt like this in 23 years of being a wheelchair user. And I can't believe how easy it was to learn how to do this.
Uphill sign over. It turns uphill. There you go.
Well, this is fantastic. I think this is going to change a lot of people's lives. I think they're going to be able to get to a lot of places that maybe their wheelchair couldn't take them. The 2005 project has even been more fantastic because of the technology that we brought into this area. The Segway and this mountain bike that I brought in. We're outside and I'm loving it.
Yeah, he was moving out. And maybe he's at the belay already.
What do you say, belay or delay?
Belay.
A belay.
You know that word?
No. Yeah, now I know it.
Case is a delay.
Yeah, the safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, belay.
No Barriers is a festival event which combines a science and technology symposium, an equipment fair, outdoor excursions with renowned athletes, and most importantly, one-on-one interaction between scientists, manufacturers, and users.
It's a four-wheel drive, and the frame is steel, and the pieces here are carbon fiber. Speed is 10 miles an hour, and you can go into the mountain at 40 degrees.
How fast this thing goes. I think that's it. I've got it maxed out. Look out! Can you see my hair going back?
Warren McDonald lost both legs in an accident while climbing in Tasmania. As he pulled on a large rock, it came free, crushing his legs and pinning him for days. Because the amputations were so high on his legs, his doctors told him that he would never walk again. That was 10 years ago, and technology has helped change the prognosis.
I use the same interface, the same socket onto my body with all of the different sorts of legs that I use. Everything just is interchangeable with a couple of screws here. These that I'm putting on now are, they've been around for 5 or 6 years now, but they were the first computer-controlled leg. They're the Autobox C leg, and there's a microprocessor inside here, as well as a battery. I plug them into the wall every night, and the computer makes changes to a hydraulic unit a couple of 100 times a second. It just figures out what I'm doing, how fast I'm walking, over what kind of terrain. Yeah, there's a lot going on with prosthetics, you know. There's the whole interface, there's the technology is amazing, but it can't walk itself yet, you know. It's still human powered. This is something that you could only do once these legs came out. If I had even attempted to bend the knees like this with a knee joint that's not computer controlled, I would have been sitting on my backside.
This is such an exciting time in history because there's so many core technologies that are now available that if we integrate them together, we'll really see a paradigm shift in this domain of healthcare.
Usually what happens when you have a spinal cord injury is that you lose some connection between the brain, basically, and the muscles that you're trying to move. The surgeon would take a metallic probe like that, and then you can basically go inside the skin and find the spot on the nerve that is causing the contraction that you want to retrain and re-educate. And then you can basically inject the microstimulator in the spot.
The osseointegration is a term for when you actually integrate a prosthesis into the skeletal. You take a screw and you go into the marrow of the bone, and you fully integrate that so it becomes one.
This is the first artificial knee. The muscle of the knee, if you will, is up here. And what happens is there's a magnetic field inside the knee that changes the resistance of the knee as a person walks and moves through space. The knee that we developed is very adaptive. What happens is the practitioner bolts the knee to the interface of the artificial leg and then to a foot here. And then the knee automatically adapts its own resistance, its own mechanical properties to fit the needs of the person, of the patient.
The BrainGate system is a brain-computer interface, and it basically picks up signals from the brain and translates that into motion. Essentially what we're doing is thoughts into action.
In 1999, I decided to go to Alaska to try a new route on Mount Hunter. Right at the very top, on literally the last technical move of the climb, I fell about 200 feet and exploded my left leg, my tib fib, you know, just completely broken. I met with Hugh Hare and talked to him a lot about, you know, how do you climb with a prosthetic leg, and we talked about how you need to adapt a prosthetic thing. The best single piece of advice he gave me was, he said, don't be afraid to be your own mechanic and engineer. He said, don't be afraid to experiment. It's great to sit down and talk with these guys, and you know, I want to take them climbing. I want to show them what we're doing. I want to show them my foot and saying, you know, good solutions don't necessarily have to be high tech. Now, I don't think Autobach or Oser is ever going to spend, you know, be making feet for climbing. But, you know, if I can get them thinking more from the user's end rather than from the theoretical end, boy, what a great thing that'd be.
It might be starting.
Okay, here's the crux.
Here.
Eric?
Yeah. Andy's climbing. Look how it is. I said to keep it in so I knew where to go. It's just straight up, Eric. Okay, thanks.
No barriers, you know, it's to kind of introduce people to all sorts of opportunities that technology can provide and through the human spirit can provide. And, you know, so you have people just starting out, just trying things for the first time, and then you have folks like us who have been climbing a while and you know, are doing some stuff that I feel feels crazy sometimes.
No Barriers is about improving the quality of life through spirit and technology, allowing people to fulfill their dreams. And this is our dream, getting up this damn mountain.
That's right, before it rains.
No Barriers provides interactive clinics for people with a range of disabilities.
Yeah, that's a neat system. Right on, man.
Right on, man.
It's gonna get us if we get down.
Some of the new technologies sound more like science fiction.
We are showing a GPS which is tailored for blind people because it has more speech and braille output. It gives precise descriptions of intersections and where things are in terms of left, right, or distance. Okay, 27 meters, so we're close. Now it says in a voice, arrived at destination, so it's probably this building here. What this technology means is that a blind person can independently find whatever they're interested in, a department store, a bell tower, a restaurant. It doesn't tell me about beautiful women or anything like that, but that's our next model.
No Barriers is not just about technology. Andy Parkin suffered a serious accident while climbing and has used art as part of his physical therapy.
So, the surgeons all told me that I'd never climb again and stuff like that. And I remember actually getting very angry when they told me that as well. Maybe I spent 3 years on crutches or something like that, you know. I developed my painting in that time because as a child I painted, I sort of sacrificed the painting a little bit to go climbing. That became my ultimate means of expression. And actually the painting saved my mental health, right? Honestly it did. I got the climbing back through art, and then I suppose really what we do, we want to just push our limits.
No Barriers is about diverse people and ideas. No Barriers is a state of mind. It is the attitude of reaching out and finding ways to accomplish one's dreams, no matter what it takes.
Since I've been a member of this club of amputees, and I can't say disabled because I don't know too many amputees who are really disabled. And that's a state of mind, not a state of body, I think. I feel that the more I can network in with this group of people, the more effective I'll be.
For this particular year, the Dolomites are a beautiful, absolutely spectacular setting. But to me, the most important part of No Barriers is the concept. The concept is viable. We could take this concept anywhere. We could go around the world and we can create opportunities for people, we can motivate people, and we can nudge society forward.
Hey, good job, guys. More wall, Andy.
All right.
There's one more pitch. Andy, one more pitch? There's one more pitch.
Yep.
Oh, man.
We're
Hold
not
on a
there
second. All right, I'm climbing the last pitch.
Seeing is believing, but a greater reality is believing is seeing.
Congratulations, guys.
Also, good job here.
Andy.
Thank you very much. You have been a very good guide. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations you. You're a good guide for a camp.
There's no such thing as a physically disabled person. There are only physically disabled technologies.
Eric, just give me your hand. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
To be with you.
There is no limit to what we can reasonably achieve, except perhaps in our own minds.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ow! Good, Eric. Thank you so much.
All right, don't hurt me.